Samuel B. Marsan. Independence Day is a momentous occasion celebrated by nations worldwide to commemorate their freedom from colonial rule or oppressive governance. It serves as a reminder of the struggles, sacrifice, and resilience of those who fought for sovereignty and self-determination. The Declaration of the Independence Day is not just a historical document or event. It is a testament or the values of the liberty, democracy, and national identity. In many countries, the Declaration of the Independence represents a formal assertion of autonomy and self-governance. It includes the philosophical and political justification for breaking away from the oppressive rule, asserting the natural rights of individuals, and establishing a government that derives from power from the people. The U.S. Declaration of Independence, for instance, eloquently articulates the belief that all men are created equal and are endowed with unalienable rights such as life, liberty, and pursuit of the happiness.
So now we go to the Treaty of Paris, wherein the Spanish colonial rule officially ended in the Philippines and the United States take control of the Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. And also, the United States is obliged to pay $20 million as a compensation to the Spanish government. So, treaties like this are critical in maintaining peace, upholding the law, safeguarding human rights, and resolving territorial disputes, as the UN plays an important role in international territories as it promotes peace, goodwill, and collaboration among all the state parties. So, 4 months later, during the war, on December 10, the US and Spain signed the Treaty of Paris, officially ending the war. And this armistice negotiation took place in Washington, D.C., and the Treaty of Paris was signed by the Spanish and American government representatives.
Published Constitution inspired by the Americans. Tidings-McDuffie Act was proposed by Millard Tydings and the Congressman John McDuffie of the U.S. It is stated the 10 years preparation for the Philippine independence through a Commonwealth government. The Tidings-McDuffie Act, also known the Philippine Independence Act, was United States federal statute that granted independence to the Philippines on July 4, 1946. The act provided for the gradual transition to full independence, establishing the framework for the newly independent provision for the economic and the military relation between the United States and the Philippines after independence.
Significant impacts of America. Sinasalamin ng Amerika ang pagbabago ng bansa mula sa agrarian tungo sa industrial na ekonomiya. Ang paglipat na ito ay nagdudulot ng urbanization, muling pamamahagi ng populasyon at isang matinding pagbabago sa structure ng lipunan. Itinatampok ng Amerika ang evolusyon ng politika ng Amerika mula sa pagtatag ng 13 kolonyal sa British hanggang sa pagbuo ng United States. Kabilang sa mga pangunahing milestone ang American Revolution at ang kasunod na pag-unlad ng mga democratic ideals.
And now, let's proceed the discussion about public education and public healthcare. What is public education and public healthcare? They are both essential in terms of providing services by the government to ensure equal access to learning and medical care. Public education aims to offer free or affordable schooling to all individuals, especially fostering literacy, skill development, and social. It is funded by taxes and management by the government to promote equal opportunities for students. Public health care ensures that medical services such as preventive care, treatments, and emergency assistance are accessible to everyone, regardless of financial status. It is funded through taxes, government programs to improve public well-being and reduce health disparities. There are both systems play a crucial role in enhancing societal development by the promoting education and healthcare entity.
Outbreak of the Spanish-American War in 1898, where they defeated the Spanish Asiatic fleet led by General Emilio Aguinaldo, who established revolutionary government. The Philippine Revolution resumed in earnest, and Emilio Aguinaldo became President of the Philippines. The Spanish-American War was concluded by the Treaty of Paris, which decreed that Spain would give up the Philippines, but in turn, the archipelago would become a colony of the United States. And Filipino has not been consulted, and as a result, the war independence turned against the United States. After over 2 years of fighting, Aguinaldo was captured and President Roosevelt declared the end of the Philippines and American War. The campaign for independence continued on the political front. Even a violent resistance against American rule continued to break out. Quezon, the dominant political leader in the Philippines at that time, believed that he could influence the new American presidents and the Democratic Congress to rectify his main objections in a new Philippine independence bill. Under the Tidings-McDuffie Law, the Philippines would establish a government to be known as the Philippine Commonwealth, which would steer the Philippines through a 10-year transition period. The Philippine Commonwealth government had to resolve major problems during the 10-year transition period. During the over 3 decades of American colonial rule, the Philippines had become dependent on the U.S. economically and had no armed forces on its own. The Philippine Commonwealth was an untried experiment, and the Tidings-McDuffie Law appointed the representative of U.S. President in the form of High Commissioner. Halfway through the experiment, World War II broke out in Europe. In the ensuing struggle, Manila and the most major Philippine cities suffered grievous damage. The Philippine Commonwealth government returned with General MacArthur, and President Manuel Luis Quezon had died in the United States, and Sergio Osmeña, the Vice President, automatically took over him as a President of the Philippines.
Si Douglas MacArthur ay isang kilalang Amerikanong general na may malaking papel sa kasaysayan at Estadong Unidos, partikular sa unang digmaan pandaigdig. Nagsimula yung unang digmaan or World War II noong 1918. Ikalawang digmaan pandaigdig. Nagsimula naman yung ikalawang digmaan or World War II noong 1941 hanggang 1945 laban sa Bataan. Yung digmaang Koreano, nagsimula naman siya noong September 1950. Tapos siya ay nakatanggap ng maraming parangal, kabilang ang Medal of Honor at Distinguished Service Cross dahil sa kanyang katapangan at pamumuno sa laban.
So, William McKinley served as the 23rd President of the United States from March 4, 1897 until his assassination on September 14, 1901. He was born on January 29, 1843 in Niles, Ohio. If you are not familiar about William McKinley, this is what he looks like. He was a prominent Republican figure and held position as a congressman and governor of Ohio. McKinley served in the Civil War as a private in the 23rd Ohio Infantry and quickly rose to the rank of major, demonstrating leadership and bravery during several battles. So before becoming president, McKinley served as the U.S. Congressman and Governor of Ohio. His political career was marked by the advocacy for protective tariff, which he believes would aid American industry. The United States engaged in the Spanish-American War in 1898, resulting in a significant victory that marked the emergence of the U.S. as a global power. So his presidency is noted for advocating Protective Tariff Act of 1897, and for overseeing the Spanish-American War in 1898, which expanded U.S. terrorism and global influence. So, McKinley supported the gold standard. His presidency ended tragically when he was assassinated by Leon Kolgotch. So, paving the way for Theodore Roosevelt, McKinley's legacy includes significant economic and military development that influenced the early 20th century.
General Luna during the American rule. Si General Antonio Luna isang mahusay na strategist ng militar at mamahayag ay usapang pangunahing tauhan sa Rebolusyong Pilipino at digmaang Pilipino-Amerikano. Mahusay siya sa Akademya Tomas upang maging Brigadier General at Chief of War Operations sa ilalim ni Emilio Aguinaldo. Kilala siya sa kanyang mahigpit na disiplina at makabagong estratehiya. Kabilang din dito ang Iluna Defense Line at Philippine Military. Magsalita at pakikipag-away kay Aguinaldo ay humantong sa kanyang pagpaslang noong 1899.